So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And a Cowboy first down.
Here we go. Go right in. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds Austin complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
47.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21.
Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, first down Niners. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. There's Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
At the Cowboys' 9-yard line.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Here we go, here we go. Let's go, let's go.
Garoppolo now. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on third and goal.
Watch the edge. 21, 21.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They were held out last time. Here now is third and goal from the 1.
21, 21. White. Check. Hey, alert.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. These two teams all tied after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Just like that.
Now Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Cowboys.
Right there, 56. 3 goal, we're going to 52. 56, the left. Check, 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get 56.
Prescott yet again. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
First down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
This is Mostert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Go!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I got you. You got that right there. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
6-6, pull it off. 2, 1, Omaha. Hey, Foxtrot.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, check my 50. 1, Omaha. 50, check my 50. Hey, Echo. You ain't got nothing. Hey,
Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second and very short, Prescott caught by Cobb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. D Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott now. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and short. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now Elliott. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
First down, Dallas.
From the red zone now, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! 54 miles. Here we go, here we go. Switch. 21. X3, 218, chopper.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Austin. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completion.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
There we go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Check. Go to 54.
One last shot now for Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A count of Witherspoon. Really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.